Okay, episode 17. Here we go. What? I don't know what's... Did it completely turn me around because of the... Well, I guess I'm going to the marker. Whatever. Seems like I'm in the wrong place because I turned off the game. I don't know why. I'm so used to pushing the search button. Well, from this point, I'm in the right place.
Embers. Recent?
See if the cutscene happens before I walk all the way up to them, standing there and just stare at them and like, huh? Oh, okay, the cutscene happened. Sometimes I actually walk all the way up to them. Like, wait a minute.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're
I
hobbled.
can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
If they're arguing about what we do next, I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help, even yours, perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall, and now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, divinity servants of false-souled gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
I know in my heart that I was meant for this, but that didn't help at Haven. I want to believe Andraste is with me, but doubt is everywhere.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come. The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark. Look to the sky. One day soon, the dawn will come. Bear your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground. The dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
Faith is made stronger by facing doubt. Untested, it is nothing.
A word. A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is Elven. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived. Nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magic.
Not that way,
I have seen
puppy.
such things in the Fade. Old memories of older magic. Corypheus was ancient. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction.
Why are my clothes so filthy in this? I've never seen them looking so filthy before.
Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide.
Or the fact that I always had a different higher tier armor. But this look, whatever. It just looks
There
different.
is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Am I not clean yet? Never had a chance to take a bath before it gets cold. Never had a chance to clean my clothes anyway. That is leather. I should have been able to clean it off. "12 minutes from the snowstorm."
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
Perhaps I didn't hear you correctly. A mage at the head of the Inquisition.
Not a mage. You.
I happen to be a mage.
I will not pretend no one will object, but times are changing. Perhaps this is what the Maker intended. There would be no Inquisition without you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
With fear running rampant, they need to see a mage standing for what is right. I'll defeat Corypheus standing with them, not over them.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor! So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god. He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all. Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean? It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately on the battlements. Trust me.
So it's he. I can't choose a girl. Can I choose to make the one I want? Whether it even, or do I have to just have default?
I know one thing. If
Because
Varric
this
has
is
who I think he has, Cassandra's going to
default
kill him.
world state. I didn't have a Dragon Age keep the load. And then I did make one after I was just in a hurry to get started. I wanted to
Now, what did they make down here? And what can I make?
all of the dragon stuff. Did I get anything special for trials, or did I win a trial? Of course I didn't win a trophy. Now I can take off options. Well, I'll just... Mm-hmm. Color. Get that. I think this is just yellow. Well, anyway.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? You're the surprise, not him. Family ambient. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
How is this place?
Not the way I wanted an upgrade. But ever forward.
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. This place was built for something big.
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
Did I hit level 12? So let's... You used a potion. And I need to plant seeds. Prophet's laurel. Drash vine. You start getting so. I don't have any seeds yet. That's the problem. I have to go get some before I can plant some. And that is just need more blood lotus for that one. First of all, oh, that means okay, I do have these. I don't know. Actually, I'd like the tails. I don't have any. Oh, well. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I keep saying it's not completely nothing. It's these. Oh, I have these available. Heraldry is this. Core, I can't even use it until later, whatever. Throne is the Dragon Ball or what? Windows, nothing good. Okay. No, I'm not level 12 yet.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspar, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Tedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor. Are you alright?
Acquire the Arcanist immediately. 0.
Haven was.
Okay, we need power for price. With she has to do it. I think really? I don't know. I think she has to do it to get the people here. I don't know.
At your
Or
service.
I always have her do it. Whatever. What else? Reports of dark spawn activity. Yeah, go. Open that up.
Inquisitor.
Between noble families. Shadows. Hunt Turnfall Redoubt Demon. Conscripts.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
Let's see what we have.
Yes, I show this weird cutscene.
Inquisitor?
Oh,
The Arcanist.
You should see.
Hello there. Don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
and they're wondering why it shows a cutscene that focuses on every
You're the magical
piece of equipment in here. Why am I staring up?
Visitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, I've looked at Harris devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. No disrespect meant to the classical trains, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Corypheus say. That's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I I waste a chance to get close to you? And Corypheus? My goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Vale? Also, dwarves? We don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. The rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the Smith caste, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had to fight to do it. Everyone said I couldn't. Everyone. I swept floors in libraries, traded runes for tomes. I met outsiders like me, new thinkers. If there's something to know about magic, I'll find it. There's no barriers to what magic can do, Inquisitor. No matter what they say.
Oh, so the Grey Warden didn't help her, huh?
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in the Smith caste. So the hammer and tong, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it.
At least she knows it's live, and then
Make your
they
weapons do
like,
things, but with the right
other
runes,
girl
the right
finds out
awareness,
it's a lot.
your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. It drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
Mostly.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks?
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Another time.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Chain lightning damage, berserk, and just the masterwork available. Okay. Anyway, let's get to Solus. So that jumps me out of the castle into my room. Otherwise, I can't get into my room without leaving the castle anyway. And I can't see the garden yet, right? Anyway, I need to jump to my room in order to get crafting for garden. Whoa.
What was this place? Some
Those
rooms
walls are
or
completely empty.
whatever was here.
My friend.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Why here?
Haven is familiar.
Unless he get to
It
have
will
his
always be
armor
important.
and I have my
We
ugly
talked about
colored
that already.
clothes. Did I say clothes? Whatever.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
How long can it take to look at a mark on my hand?
A magical mark of unknown origin? Tied to a unique breach in the veil? Longer than you might think. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened.
But I'm a
The
mage.
spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
It was that impressive to see me awake.
You had walked in the Fade. I have explored the Fade more than anyone alive. But even I can only visit in dreams. But you might have been able to visit me here while awake.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
No kissing, because I'm human. Oh. Why is there another loading screen? I woke up in my room. I'm there. Gee. Oh, a bunch of different colored pillows, though, huh? Okay, so I guess it's a boat for their dreadnoughts. Boat. Look at all the colored pillows, though. Taking the statues holding the, well, butt naked. They have their other part covered, but their butts. Alright, come on, Angel. Get this. I need blood lotus to make a garden. Oh. Plus I need seeds. Oh yeah, I need to get seeds anyway. Then jump. the middle here. It's also part of the Parval. Oh. This is part of the boat anchor or whatever. Angel, jump! That's part of the boat. Anyway, I didn't have much of a choice for beds. I have to go buy some.
We can't fight a god. The Elder thinks nothing of it. They make it
No seeds! Ah, they don't allow me to collect seeds until I get here. Where's battlement? This way? This way to that. Oh, I can jump back up. Oh. Why is there nothing up here? Oh, I don't get to make Hawk at all.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirk.
And they have to have
No,
blood
I
stripe.
don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I didn't bother. All the circles started rising up. The exalted march never came.
You mean the DLC never came?
Zaid said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened in Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the circle turned to blood magic and became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's Chantry. And everything came tumbling down.
Everything came tumbling down.
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Avalon take my brother Alan to free marches. My uncle Gam.
Brother? What about sister? They're both guys? Didn't even get to have the sister?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition.
Ah! Oh my gosh! Tripping over cords! This stupid vacuum that doesn't work!
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him in prison. They used my father's blood to see him inside. He could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. But I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe he was trying to find some sort of plan. Or maybe it's old Tavinka magic. He was dead.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Oh. Should have to get something else out of the car. It's gonna hurt me carrying it in. More tripping over cord. Ow. Oh. Quinn, do you want your milk out of the car? You gotta go get them. It's starting to actually snow. Want to get milk out of the car? Oh, 24 packs, too heavy. Quinn, go get your drinks. Oh. Ow! What's wrong with my toes all of a sudden? Whoa. Styrofoam works in the microwave. Ah. Oh, come on, Angel. Hurry up. Angel, get up. Come on. Come on. Your collar's coming off. Get up here. You managed to get your foot in it? Oh, good grief. There's my video time. It's been this long. 2 hours. Set. What's wrong with your collar?
Let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, I'll meet you at Crestwood.
We'll talk later.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Blue. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jade. Well, near Jade.
Mira. I was Gap Captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I shall find out hence. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when they're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Alright then. Yes, time to stop the video. At least I can grab this. Alright. Get a tavern cheer. Alright, be back on the next video. Thank you for watching.